DNA hit. The complainant was shown a photo array based on that DNA match and made a positive identification on our 17-year-old suspect, who was subsequently picked up this morning at his residence on an arrest warrant and placed in custody. He is being charged with rape, contact with a minor, and related offenses. I would just like to take this moment to thank the detectives here at Special Victims who worked tirelessly throughout their weekend on this investigation, as well as detectives from the Real-Time Crime Center and Office of Forensic Science. This is just another great example of how information sharing and putting together pieces of the puzzle come together and we are able to bring an investigation to a close.
Captain, we have to ask, I mean, obviously this is, it feels like a gut punch for probably every parent or every person out there about what happened, but you just mentioning the 17-year-old.
Yes.
Is this person being charged as an adult, the 17-year-old, and do you suspect that they're involved in any other either sexual assaults or car thefts?
So he is a juvenile, so I'm not at liberty to discuss his previous arrest history. As far as how he's going to be charged, that is up to the DA's office, but hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to release more information on our suspect.
I know you can talk about previous arrests, but can you say if you're looking at him being linked to other incidents in the city that haven't been closed yet?
We're not looking at him in reference to any other incidences like this one at this moment.
Are you able to say that this was a crime of opportunity, that this individual saw the situation where he would be able to take the car and then reacted once he saw there was an individual in the car?
At this time, it's believed that it was just a crime of opportunity at that moment. It's just unfortunate that our survivor was still in the back sleep at the time.
Do you know what the parent was doing at that time, why they left the car on?
I believe she was going into one of the stores in the area, I believe.
How's that 12-year-old doing now?
I would say she's going through the motions, the challenges, but I will say she's very smart, she's very intelligent, and she's one brave little girl.
Is there a message to parents about this whole ordeal, or just the public, anything that you want people to take away from?
Absolutely. So I would just say, if you have to jump out of your car and run into your home or a store at any point, any time, if there's someone in the back sleep, wake them up. If there's a child in the vehicle, take them with you. But please also make sure you always turn your engine off. Make sure your ignition is off, your keys are with you, and the door is locked.
As far as the 12-year-old, I mean, you don't have to get into specifics with this 12-year-old we'll go through, but as far as services that are given to the 12-year-old as a survivor and that trauma that child's going through right now, can you just talk about some of the city services that you know about that may help, I say, at least partial healing process?
Sure. So right next door to us, I'm pretty sure you see it when you ride up, is you see the sign that says PCA, and that stands for Philadelphia Children's Alliance. So they actually do all of our forensic interviews. But in addition to that, they also provide services, mental health services, for healing and for trauma incidents like this.
So is it like a lengthy process of therapy and,
Yes.
and things like that? Okay.
Yes. It's a lengthy process, but those at PCA, they're excellent. They make sure they work alongside the victims.
And I know you mentioned that you can't talk about the 17-year-old's rep sheet, but was he involved in other crimes before?
They'll be able to tell you more tomorrow.
And then I guess the reaction, I assume, from the mother, from the 12-year-old about the arrests, I assume they know that there's been an arrest and all this. They didn't know the person at all, or?
I don't believe they did. Like I said, I believe this was just a true crime of opportunity.
You said there was evidence recovered in the car that led to identifying him?
Yes, there was evidence in the car that was taken to our Office of Forensic Science, where there was the DNA was analyzed, and it came back with a positive match.
And was the DNA kind of like shots at the top of the list? Because I know there's a...
Yes, it was expedited.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did he say anything when he was arrested?
Not to my knowledge, no.
And when was
Any,
he?
like, in reference to any admission of guilt, no, not to my knowledge.
No.
No.
And when was he arrested?
This morning, at his residence, yes, this morning.
Are you able to say, like, generically, what part of the city?
West Philly. Mm-hmm.
Real quick, I just want to reconfirm the addresses of where she was asleep and the car was stolen from. She was left off at Roosevelt, and the Broad, I believe, and then.
Yeah, so the-
5400 block of Poplar was where they found the car.
The official address that they used was 1309 West Erie Avenue, and she was recovered from Broad Street and Roosevelt Boulevard on the highway about 20 minutes later, and the vehicle was recovered from 5400 Poplar Street.
So this all happened within 20 minutes?
Yes.
essentially?
Yes.
And then, I think we read that she was assaulted in the vicinity she was left, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's it,
Anything else?
I guess my one question, was she like wandering? Like, I know obviously she was left there with the car, she was left there where she was
Mhm.
recovered, but was she just wandering? Did she wait for help? Like, how did,
She was able to make a call from her iPad. Yes. Which alerted officers to the area where she
and
was.
she called her mother or called?
I'm not quite sure.
I mean, this, I think we're all like, this is a horrifying case, and then to hear that a 17-year-old was arrested, another, juvenile, any personal comments on that? This is just tragic all around.
It's just tragic all around. I'm pretty sure when after he's been charged and arraigned, and once further information is able to release, a lot more could possibly be said after that.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. I know
Okay.
there's not much you could say, but.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's
something I would
The
ask.
DA's office won't, why
Yeah.
not today, do you know?
Say it again?
Why the DA's office won't say anything?
Well, he has to go through the whole arraignment process. So you have to wait for all that to be complete. And I just say by tomorrow morning just to give it time to go through the process. Yeah.
But he's in custody.
He's in
so
custody.
And like it's all.
It's all
and the charges are all on like he was arrested on the charges.
Yes.
Is the best way to put it. Okay.
Yes.
The paperwork's done. He's just the process.
It just has to go
Okay,
through the
got it.
process, and then
So it could be
being as though
like
he's a
one or
juvenile.
whatever.
Yeah, it could be like,
Early, but okay.
it could be early, but I was just giving the
Yeah,
best
no, I
case
appreciate that,
scenario.
yeah.
Because
Oh,
by the time,
anything else from the car that was taken, or that was taken in this whole ordeal? Was there like a?
no, not to my knowledge.
Okay.
No, there was still remaining evidence left behind in the vehicle.
Okay. I say like car stereo. I know that people
No.
don't do that anymore, but like no like
No, nothing else was
money or
taken.
anything like that.
No.
Okay.
So,
I think that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
so it could be sooner than they may be able to release the name, or depending on how, if he's charged as an adult.
Yeah.
Are you recommending that he be charged as an adult?
Yeah.
I would love for him to be charged as an adult.
Yeah. I don't
Anything
know
else?
if is that on you guys, like the.
No,
police,
it's
or
not on
it's
us.
not?
No,
They decide. You don't make recommendations either way.
no, it was,
Okay.
that's totally based on the DA's
Okay.
office.
Got it.
Yeah. Just a sad situation.
I guess you can't, I thought you guys could recommend.
We could recommend,
Okay.
but yeah, we could recommend. But
Yeah.
He was alone, right?
yes, as far as we know, he was alone. Yes, he acted alone.
You guys good?
You good?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Captain. Kelly and I just looked at each other like.
I know, my jaw, I was like.
Say it again.